Hey guys, and welcome back to the Market Street Test Kitchen. I'm Matt, and this is Recipes with Matt, a series we're doing with the DFW Restaurant Week. This is week 3. It's our main course week. We're gonna be doing lollipop lamb chops with a mint gremolata and coin cut potatoes. Don't forget the recipes, product lists, and links to these videos can be found in your DFW Restaurant Week recipe book. We got a lot of work to do this week, so let's go ahead and get started. All right guys, the first step, we're gonna make a chimichurri sauce. I stole this recipe from my lovely wife. It is delicious. The first thing we're gonna do, I pre-chopped a few things for us. I chopped some jalapenos, some shallots, and some garlic. So we're basically gonna start off by just putting these all in a bowl. El shallots, that's shallot in French, pretty sure. And some garlic. Next, we're gonna do red wine vinegar. This is half a cup of red wine vinegar. Gonna put it all in there. And about 3/4 of a cup of olive oil. We're gonna let these macerate for a few minutes, and then we'll do some chopping. All right guys, so we're going to add 3 herbs to this chimichurri. Fresh mint, cilantro and parsley. So we're just gonna chop them up. So I like to do the parsley and cilantro together. I do the mint separate. It's kind of an OCD thing for me, I guess, but you want to get these kind of finely chopped though. We're going to be using it kind of as a marinade and also for a topping later. All right, so we have our cilantro and parsley chopped here. Next will be our mint. I actually planted some mint in the ground about 10 years ago. Nobody told me I shouldn't do that. Now I have giant mint plants growing in the backyard, so that's where these giant leaves came from. And give it a nice rough chop. Gonna mix all 3 of those together. Okay, that smells awesome. All right, so we're just gonna add some herbs to this. Remember, we're gonna wanna have enough to marinate and then have some for afterwards. Nice chimichurri. We are gonna salt and pepper this. I'm gonna put about a tablespoon of salt. Nah, that's about a teaspoon of salt. Let's call it a teaspoon of salt. And some black pepper. Let's let this macerate for a few minutes and then we'll come back and marinate our lamb chops. All right, so we let this sit for about 15, 20 minutes, let the flavors meld really well. It's time to marinate these beautiful lamb chops. I'm just gonna put them in a dish and we'll get them marinated. I like for these guys to marinate for at least 20 minutes. Depends on the timing you guys have. All right. All right, now that we got our lamb chops marinating, we're gonna move on to our next step, which is making a mint gremolata. It's just breadcrumbs that are gonna be delicious and crunchy on the outside of our lamb chops. I've already pre-toasted some panko breadcrumbs. I've pre-chopped some mint and some parsley and some garlic. That's basically all it is. So we're gonna put the breadcrumb in the bowl, and our mint, and our parsley, and our garlic, yum. Then we're gonna do a zest of 1 lemon. Here we go. That is a mint gremolata. Beautiful, nice color. All right, now that we're done with our gremolata, we're gonna move on to our next step, which is our coin cut potatoes. Okay, coin cut potatoes. I like to use the baby Yukon Gold. You can use any potato you like. You know, they have the cool purple ones, whatever you want. But basically, all we're doing is cutting these things into coins. A little bit of work, but the finished product's a lot of fun to eat, so I really enjoy it. All right, now we got our potatoes cut. Let's get them seasoned and in the oven. All right, let's put them all in a bowl. All right, olive oil, maybe 1/4 cup. Salt, pepper. Then we pre-chop some rosemary. Okay. Okay, I was gonna put these on a cookie sheet. There we Yeah. Spread them out. Try to get them nice and spread out. They'll get nice and crispy for you. So let's get these things in the oven. I just wanted to add one more side dish to our meal, but I didn't want to go through the hassle of actually putting everything together, so I just went downstairs and got some garlic roasted asparagus from our ready meal set. Quick and easy. I'm gonna throw it in the oven with the potatoes. They cook about the same amount of time, so let's get them going. So I got my oven preheated at 400 degrees. Okay, I'm gonna put my potatoes in. I'm gonna let them cook for about 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna put my asparagus in because they only need about 5 minutes, but we're gonna get the potatoes started. Potatoes have been in there about 15 minutes. I'm gonna put my asparagus in. Let them cook for about 7 minutes-ish, and they'll be done. All right, now that the potatoes are in the oven, let's get cooking on our lamb chops. I like to kind of take off some of the chimichurri, not much, but some of it. We also want to put about a half cup of oil in there, maybe a quarter cup. Just want a nice little coating of oil. We're gonna pat them dry before we put them in the pan. Get a nice little sizzle going. Don't overcrowd your pan. You want to make sure there's plenty of heat to get a nice sear on these guys. I like to get that oil kind of everywhere. Make sure it's evenly coating those lamb chops. All right, so these guys have been cooking about 5 minutes. We're gonna flip them over. They got a nice sear on them. And we're just gonna finish these guys in the oven, okay? So we got the oven still at 400 degrees. All right, we're gonna put these in here with our potatoes that are about to be finished. I'm literally gonna put those in there for maybe 5 minutes. All right, so we're gonna pull the potatoes out. They're finished. Nice color on them. Lamb chops are done. Got one more little step. I like to add a little bit of butter and chimichurri to these guys when they're finishing. Put the butter, put some chimi on there. All right, we're ready to plate. So last but not least, we're gonna dredge these guys in our gremolata. Just pulling straight from the pan. Get a nice dredge on there. All right, let's put all this together. Last but not least, our coin cut potatoes. There you go. Lollipop lamb chops with mint gremolata, garlic roasted asparagus, and coin cut potatoes.